Hey everyone, before we get into today's video, let me ask you a simple question. But there is one rule. I want you to answer this without translating the question or your answer into your mother tongue. Okay, the question is, what did you do yesterday? You will be given 5 seconds to think about your answer, and when the 5 seconds are over, say your answer out loud in a complete sentence. Your time starts now. Alright, if you are able to answer that immediately without translating or struggling to put your sentence together, that's great. But if you found yourself thinking, like, wait, how do I say this in English? Or you knew what you wanted to say but couldn't connect the words properly into a sentence, then I want you to stay with me. Because there is a reason why you can understand English so well but still struggle to speak it. And in this video, we are going to figure out exactly why that happens and what you can do about it. So, without further delay, let's get into the video. Before that, if you are someone who is watching this channel for the first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out any of our videos. So, if you struggle to answer my question, let's pause for a second and think about what actually happened in your mind. You understood the question, right? Because the question was simple. It was about what did you do yesterday? You knew exactly what I was asking, and I'm sure you have had something to say. But then, why couldn't you say it in English? That's the interesting part because you probably understand a lot of English. You can watch videos, podcasts in English, you can easily follow what people are saying. But the moment someone turns to you and says, okay, now you answer, suddenly you feel like, oh my god, what I'm going to answer? Your brain goes blank. I'm pretty sure many of you watching this video can relate yourself with what I'm saying. Here is the real reason. When you are listening, you don't have to create the English yourself. I'm giving you the words, I'm putting the sentences together. All you have to do is just listen and understand what I'm saying. But when you have to speak, now the job is yours. You have to bring idea from your head. You have to find out the right words. You have to make the sentences. So listening and speaking are completely a different part. Let me give you another example. Suppose I say I was running late, so I grabbed something to eat on my way to work. You understood that, right? No problem. But now imagine I ask you, what do you normally do when you are running late? Suddenly your brain starts racing. You feel like, oh my god, what word should I use? Which tense should I use? And while you are thinking, you become silent. Does that mean you don't know English? Not really. It means English is in your memory, but you haven't practiced pulling it out quickly. So the problem is not just vocabulary. Even if you learn 20 new words today, tomorrow when you are going to have a conversation, you can't use those 20 words because you haven't trained your brain to use those words in a real conversation. The words have learned already stored in your passive memory. So if you want to use it, you should learn the skill. You should learn how to use it in your real conversation. So instead of learning new words, start using the words you have already know. For example, if you watch a video, don't just watch. Stop and ask yourself questions like, if I were that person, how would I speak about this? Or else how would I answer the question? Now let's move on to another problem, which is translation. Many learners first think in their mother tongue and then translate it into English and then finally they speak. This makes speaking slow. Instead, try to connect situation directly to English. For example, if you do work, try to name the objects in English. For example, imagine you're about to leave from your work. You can think, I'm leaving. Maybe you feel tired. You think, I am tired. So don't think in your mother tongue first. When something happens, try to connect that situation directly to English. The more you practice this, the faster your brain learns to respond in English. But there is an one more problem, trying to speak perfectly. Imagine someone asks you, how was your weekend? You know the answer, but before you speak, you start thinking about many things. For example, is my grammar correct? Am I using the right tense? Is my pronunciation okay? You think so much that you stop speaking. Instead, speak first and correct yourself later. For example, you might say, yesterday I go to the market. Of course, it's a wrong, right? Yesterday. If it is yesterday, we use went. That's okay. Don't stop, keep talking. Then you can correct yourself. Yesterday I went to the market. If you are doing it again and again, eventually your brain starts correct your English. Mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers pause, change their words, and correct themselves, right? The important thing is to keep communicating. So, why is speaking English difficult even when you understand English? You may understand English, but you haven't practiced speaking quickly. You may translate from your mother tongue, which slows you down. And you may worry too much about making mistakes. So, don't just learn more English, use the English you already know. Speak out loud, make mistakes, correct yourself, keep going. Speaking comes first and then fluency follows. So, next time someone asks you any question in English, don't freeze. Just try to speak up. This is how you train your brain to speak English more naturally and confidently.